Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking it about the 1. Prescott looks to throw right away. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. He's at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go back to Pollard on second down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 6. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Brings in the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
The Giants at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second and 16.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nothing after one on EA Sports. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Jones on third down. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 22, Jones. This is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going to try the right side, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys
can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Gay's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
To try again after the sack. Jones. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Play action now. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley. With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
Here's Prescott.
And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
To throw is Jones.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's got a first down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here's Jones.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Cowboys, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants,
they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it.